And welcome back. Eagle Days is happening this weekend at the Lake Springfield Park and Boathouse.
And we caught up with Frances Skaliski and Jenny Perkins earlier this week to get all the details. Check this out.
We are at Lake Springfield Park and Boathouse, and we will be hosting the Eagle Days event this coming Saturday, January 21st, from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m., and then on Sunday from noon until 4:30 p.m.
What we have going on this Saturday and Sunday is our annual Eagle Day events. The Missouri Department of Conservation partners with organizations around the state to have Eagle Day events at various sites around the state. Here in Springfield, we partner with Dickerson Park Zoo and the Springfield Greene County Park Board. This is a great place to see eagles. Lake Springfield at the Springfield Greene County Park Board Boathouse facility. It's on Lake Springfield. The eagles like open water. They come here in the winter. There's big sycamore trees here they can perch on, and while they're wild animals, we can't guarantee you'll see bald eagles, but you will you'll have a good nature viewing experience.
For Eagle Days, from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m., all the spotting scopes will be set up out here on the balcony, and the agents will be here to answer any questions or give information. And because it's a passive event, there won't be a set timeline.
One of the purposes of Eagle Day events is obviously these 2 days, this Saturday, this Sunday, are not the only times you can see bald eagles in the winter here in Missouri. Hopefully that'll propel people to get out and maybe do some eagle viewing on their own. Go to Fellows Lake, go to some of the other lakes in the area, maybe do some drives around. Bring some, and one thing back to Saturday and Sunday, bring binoculars, because you will want, they'll have spotting scopes set up here, but if having your own binoculars, that kind of help, that gives you a little bit more mobility. People may not know that they can see bald eagles in Missouri the year round. There are a few that stay and nest here in the summer, but the reason we have Eagle Day events in the winter is because that's when a lot of eagles come down from the north. And our numbers in Missouri can swell to over 2,000 birds in a cold winter. What they're looking for is open water, like we have here at Lake Springfield. You gotta remember, even though it's cold here, it's frozen up north. So cold, open water here is better than a lake or stream that's completely frozen over up north and they can't get to their food. One of the things they like to eat is fish, so they need the open water, and they got it here at places like Lake Springfield and other lakes.
We have information on our Facebook page for Lake Springfield Boathouse, and also if you go to parkboard.org/Lake Springfield.
You can do this throughout the winter, so hopefully this event will help people get out and view bald eagles. And the great thing about having it here at Lake Springfield too, eagles are not the only things you see. You can see pelicans, you can see waterfowl, and we'll have people here that telling you about those types of birds too.
What we didn't know is that you can actually go in this boathouse year-round. It's open every day, and in their office they have a spotting scope, if that's the right word for it, that you can look at and use anytime. It doesn't have to be just during these Eagle Days.
Yeah, I feel like there's just so much, Frances Skaliski is just a wealth of knowledge when it comes to animals and nature and conservation here in the area, and it presses me every time, because I'm just like, how do you know that much information? But this just seems like a really cool event, good for kids or adults, everyone in between. And they only do it, I think, once or twice a year, so you have to go if you want to check it out.
They have other events. Like last weekend, I think it was owls and hot cocoa.
Oh yeah.
So other things will come up. So if you just follow them, you'll be able to see all those things.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, it was fun.
Great little location.
All right. Well.